Okie dokie, everybody. We are moving on to the reassembly phase. It's been overnight. The oil pan is installed. The sealant's all dry and everything. This is good to go. Next up, I'm going to redo the bushings on this sway bar. It's fairly easy. We just pop out the bracket right there. The bushings are split, so we just pull those out, stick the new ones back in. Can't do it one-handed. Yeah, I can. I will succeed. There. Stick the new one in, and then we're gonna bolt this back up, and then the steering linkage is all going back in. All right, so there's my chair. All right, yeah, let's sit down. No sense in standing up when we can sit down. Okay, yep. There's our new one. There's our old one. They match up identical-ish. So let's just shoot this guy on. Easier said than done. Can't do this one-handed. These are a lot stiffer than the old ones. Get on there. And repeat on this side right here. That's a great way to pinch your finger. Come on. Got it. Okay. Slip the brackets back in. There we go. All right, let's bolt this guy back into its home. I'll get these started real quick just so it takes the weight, and then tighten them down. Oh no, it's too early for noodle arm. There. Get in there. Click. All right, center link is next. It's the first of the steering parts that are going in. Stay. Oh, a little more, the cotter pin doesn't fit. Perfect. Fold that around. Now we're safe and permanently affixed. There we go. Okay, let's throw the tie rods on next, and then we'll move to the suspension parts. Let's move over on this side for this operation. There. So these inner tie rods, they just screw in to the center link, but these are going to need some thread lock on the threads. Otherwise, there would be nothing but torque holding them on, and we want to make sure that those do not come out, because that would be bad. Why aren't you coming out? The thread lock's cold. What the? It's hardened? Wow. Yeah, this thread lock is hardened. Okay. Let's find some more thread lock. Yeah, that's bad. That tells me these have been sitting warehoused for a very long time. And of course I will torque these with my angry pliers. Begin threading now. Come on. There. So torque spec on these is going to be 1 to 2 grunts and a click. There's one. How about 3 grunts and a click? There we go. All right, let's move on over, get the other tie rod installed. By the way, these are greased through the center link. There's a little chamber right here. You grease it there, and it moves forward through the tie rod and into the joint. Pretty nifty. And click. All right, we're over here in the right front wheel well. And now it's time to fit these ginormous lower control arms into place. What I've got to do is slip them over the spring right here at an angle, and then get the bolts lined up, and then we can leverage the assembly up, and then fasten it down. Let's see how this is going to work out here. I believe they came out at an angle such as this. You gonna line up? Yeah. Yeah, this might be okay. Woo. Heavy. All right, where's my bolts? Got 2 different lengths. I believe this is this. Yeah, that's the one that goes there. And you know, I don't remember if they went this way or that way. They went this way because I think I remember hammering them out. It's not exactly critical, but I like to put things back the way they came out. There. We use the threads to help us. And I just gotta lift up on it some and then feed the front one in. Oh, it's almost lined up. Too far. Oh, well, that was easy. Just touched it and it went in. Cool. Yeah, all right. The bolts keep spinning every time I stop. Cool, still loose. No final torque just yet. Except for that one. There. All right, time to get a little sketchy. We gotta get this in there. Yeah, what is that? Well, it's your car, it's making weird noises. Uh-huh. Almost there. Yeah. Safety. All right, next. That doesn't fit very well. Get in there and move part. Now it fits. There. Hammers. They're fantastic alignment tools. Maybe. There we go. Yep. We got to fit these grooves on that pin. That's critical. What?
I was trying.
It's almost there. Tappy tap. Okay, let's get its counterpart in there. That one. Same thing on this side. More illumination. Please align yourself. There we go. Alright, so to make my life easier, I will try to index these to the approximate location where I found them. And I'll just snug them down slightly just to maintain good position. Now all this is going to be loosened again anyway when I do the wheel alignment, including the lowers. That way I can make them tight with the suspension settled. This will prevent any excessive in the comment section. And same thing on this one here. We'll just line this up with the marks that are already there, and that will be the approximate position that I found these in, I think. Seems a little off. But we'll see. The alignment machine will tell us everything. Click. It's the bottom ball joint bolt. You can't see. I can't see, but I can feel it. Whew. All right. Okay, let's get this thing torqued. Nick. All right, let us secure the top ball joint with some angular clicks. A little more. All right, this is tight, the lower one's tight. Let's get the cotter pin in. A lot of you guys were saying that these are not cotter pins, they are split pins, which I can agree with. However, I do have to double down on the fact they are cotter pins. And I say that because I have a kit here with, you know, a huge variety of pins contained within said kit. And right on the box it says cotter pins. This is the value pack of cotter pins. So based on that, I must continue to call these cotter pins because that is what they are named. Perhaps across the pond or somewhere else they're referred to as something else. Maybe they've got 2 or 3 different names, who knows, but I've got to refer to them as cotter pins. I've done it for years and I'm gonna keep doing that. Pick up the phone. Ha, they listened. All right, let's get the ABS sensor back into its little hole here. It's kind of a super tight squeeze. There we go. Now it's, nope, still didn't make it. What am I doing wrong? There, got it. Okay, that's in. Bolt that guy down. Then I'm gonna throw a new rotor on and we're gonna put some pads back on this. I'll get this side tightened down. I do have to do the sway bar links, but I'm gonna do those last because I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, because I may need to, just because, cut. And once I finish the aforementioned on this side, we're gonna go back over to the other side and I will reassemble that side. Again, I'll do that in super high speed, fast motion so as to not waste any of your valuable time. Mini click. One of these frames is not like the other. Did you catch that? Shiny.
There we go.
Best brake caliper piston compressors ever. Shameless sales plug. Heck was that? Oh, I ran out of threads. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, gravity. As I was saying before my tool broke, best ever. Oh, reverse thread. Here we go. Okay, as I was saying, best ever. Link in description to Amazon store below. Go buy one. You need this. Okay, caliper bracket is next. I've already replaced the shims. I'm going to slide this guy on. Wrong way. Click. Are you in? Nope. Little squealer tabs was in the way. There. Which way does it go? Fit. What's his problem? Now this is gonna fit. It goes this way. I want it to go this way. Here, we'll go in sideways. There. Taking care to make sure that this brake line has not been twisted because it's been all over the place on this car. And we do not want a twist in the brake line. It will fail. And that would be bad. Just trying to get that little boot lined up. You guys can't see. It's wanting to fold over. There we go. Slide pin. Okay, both slide pins have been wiped down. Let us lubricate them. There we go. We'll go slow at first to make sure it's lined up, and then ram it home. That's it. Click. Alrighty, let's go speed some things up, move around to the other side, and get this whole... Oh, there's nothing there. We'll get this put back together next. Okay, high speed's done. Let's do the, get the sway bar links in, both sides, and then tie rods can go on. Then we have to go out back and change the coil springs. And that should be fun. Oh, gravity. Up there. Oh, more gravity. Oh, that was tight. Okay, one more on the other side. Let's go back over there. Go in your hole. Why? There. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need that. Got it. That looks good. Well, maybe a little tighter. Okay. We have about 1.5 inches of thread. Okay, we'll do the same thing. On this side, we'll tighten it till we got about 1.5 inches left. Perfect. All right, tie rod time. A little more. Yep, there we go. Cotter pin install complete. Almost. I was slightly premature on that one. There. Click. All right, recap time. We need illumination. There we go. So what we've got, we have new upper and lower control arms, pads and rotors. This is installed. The oil pan has been resealed. We need a filter still. Cross members in. Bolts are all in. Inner and outer tie rods. Idler arm, pitman arm, idler bracket, sway bar link. Bolts are all in. Let's see, brakes over here. This is tight, that's tight. Okay, everybody's put together. Now, I do have to bring some of these up to final torque. I have not done that yet. That will happen on the alignment rack. Oh, we did new bushings here. Okay, out back, you guys weren't looking, but I went ahead and put the rear brakes on already. We still need to get these springs out of here and replace these with the Z71 springs that they brought. And I think that's gonna about wrap it up. I've got to check my paperwork and see if I forgot anything. Oh, a couple fluid exchanges too. I've got to do that. And then this thing is donezo. That being said, I'm going to stick true to my word and break this video up into lots of other videos. So the next one coming up is going to be this these rear spring replacements. I do have a spring compressor to do that with. This little guy right here. He's attached to the springs. We screw them in. It compresses, spring comes out, new spring goes in. So we're gonna do that next. OEM Products McPherson Spring Strut Compressor, part number 27036. Time for sketchiness. Let's see how this is gonna work out. And I better hurry too. I only have like 18 minutes of memory card left. Let's see here. We want to get this as high up as possible, which in this example, it's not going to be very high. I don't know. I'm going to have to wrench these on. I won't be able to get a tool onto them, I don't think. Yeah, this may not work. I might have to lower this axle down some to get these guys to come out. Well, let's see. Put this one over here. Lock it in for safety. And let's try this one over here. This isn't gonna work. I don't have enough space for this rod. Giggity. Okay, yeah, this is not gonna work. This is why I hate these things. They're excellent in theory, not so good in practice. Kind of like communism. So that being said, we're gonna try something else. I'm gonna pull these shock absorbers loose and just lower this axle down, and that should give me enough leeway to pry bar this thing right out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be cringy. It's gonna be unsafe. You guys are gonna but that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so obviously if we're unbolting an axle, we have to support said axle. So let's do that first for safety, as I knowingly do something that's inherently dangerous. All right, let's initiate some reverse clicks here. Well, that's not very tight. Didn't even have to grunt. All right, now I'm just gonna let the jack down some. And we're relieving some spring pressure. Okay. The spring is now unsprung. So I'm just gonna pry it out. Nice and scary like. You guys see? There, now you can see. Woohoo! Okay, so these springs that came in the box, these are Z71 springs, like for a Z71 Tahoe. We can see there's how many windings we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, and here we got 2, 4, 5, 6, or yeah, 2, 4, 6, maybe 7. I'm not really counting those top ones. Either way, we have more windings and it's a bit taller, so this is going to add some lift to the rear of this truck. But that also means this is going to be a little more difficult to install. So what I think I'll do is go ahead and pull this other spring out too. That way I've got maximum flexing and maximum space to manipulate this axle. I think that's the plan. All right, roll this guy back over. Give it some support. Now this thing's not in danger of falling out when I pull the shocks out, because there's plenty of other components here holding it together, including the sway bar and the sway bar links, so the axle won't be falling out and killing me today. That being said, let's pull this other shock absorber off. Woohoo! Oh yeah, it's coming down a lot more now. I'm certain I'll be able to get those the springs in with relative ease. Fingies crossed. There we go. Okay, this is as much as I can get because the sway bar has reached maximum deflection. If I need any more, I'll have to take the links off. But let's try it in this configuration first, and we'll see if this is gonna work. Yep, it's gonna work. Maybe. Time for sketchiness. Yeah, this is the part you guys are gonna re-out on, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna pry the spring and kind of walk it over. I need to get another 3/4 of an inch out of it. Sorry if my hand's blocking your way. Yep, it's going in. Look at that. Nice. Okay, let's go over to the driver's side. That one's up. Stay.
It wasn't installed. It was ordered.
And no, I'm not prying on that brake line. I know better.
I said, what the
I mean, it's close.
It's not a bad motor then, because I just did everything. I hooked everything up exactly as you did. And I used these.
All right, that's it.
I used these schematics.
And I'll just use the gravity. Use the jack to push this back up, reconnect the shocks, and this segment is donezo. What have I done? You're gonna go through there. Ah, there. Clearance achieved. You know what? I'm gonna move this over to get leverage. So one thing I do need to watch out for while I'm doing this is making sure I don't lift the car up off of the rack, because that would be bad. So I'm lifting it up, but I'm keeping an eye on that right there. Seeing as how these are larger springs, it stands to reason that they put more pressure down on the axle, and when I'm fighting that pressure, it's going to put more pressure upwards, and that could lift the corner of the car off the rack, and that's how you knock cars over and die. And we've already established we're not going to die today. Ooh, I need another 2 inches out of it. That's sketchy. But so far so good. There, I got all 3 points of interest in the frame. Almost. A little bit more. Okay. Safe. Cool. All right, moving on over. We will repeat said procedure. And again, we're watching the lift point right there to make sure we don't pick the car up off of the lift. The reason we can't do this from the center and just jack it up once is the combined spring pressure of trying to lift the entire axle to compress both springs will overwhelm the weight of the car, and it will pick the back up off of the lift. That's a guarantee. So the farther we can get this away from the center line, the more leverage it'll have to defeat the spring pressure. A little bit more. That's good. Safe. All right, let's tighten these guys up. Click. Sweet, we're good here.